Hi. Nobody's here yet. Hey, Paisley. Close that. Close that. And oh my god, there's so much shit. Hey, Tasha. Okay. Sorry, I'm just closing a bunch of windows. I hope you enjoy all the boxes in the background here. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Hi. Right. Should we give it a minute or not really now? Give it like 1 minute. Um, Yesterday, I had seen those SOS tweets and I was retweeting them and eventually saw the Harvey rescue thing go up and started filling out the data entry forms. And so much has happened in the last like 12 hours. I'm just like trying to. I put the live stream a half an hour out because I was like, I'm gonna get my shit together. That is decisively not what happened. And they have like fucking 50 group DMs, and they're all going at once. So, hey Bones. Hey Heather. Okay. So, I'm a little bit frazzled. Sorry. There's just a lot going on. So I'm trying to read at the same time. But Harvey Rescue is a group that is coordinating with Harvey Relief. And they're just nobody really knows who the fuck each other is, as far as I know. But it's about 100 people. And they are. It started out as just gathering SOS tweets and being like, "Hey, here are people that need help." Um, and it's kind of sad about it is just like it's not like they don't know that they aren't supposed to tweet first. This is a last resort. They've been calling 911 for hours and nobody came, or they can't get through. And these people have been stuck on roofs for over a day. God knows what medical situations, but so then the Cajun Navy sprung into existence, which is super cool. Maybe they already existed, but it just sounds badass. So they started putting out their phone number yesterday, and because services on the ground are inundated right now, the Cajun Navy has been really interactive with folks online. I know that they are getting info from the tweets that we've been compiling. Right now there's about 700. Collect my thoughts here for a second. So what exists right now, hold on, I asked if I could share the map. They have so many fucking channels, I can't live. Map. Okay, so I'm gonna link the map to you guys. Where the shit did it go? Okay, I'm gonna put this in the chat. So with that is where did I put it? Calm down. Okay. So there's a small fraction of these 671 addresses, which are not everybody, that are being communicated to the Cajun Navy, and they are picking off what they can, but there are literally thousands of people trapped. And someone was just telling me that that they're being overwhelmed with people trying to get on the boats. Regardless, somebody has to know about these hundreds of people. We know where they are. We have their GPS coordinates. We've put in the work to make that happen. This is the exact last place they were known to be alive. So what we need to do is get that information in front of rescuers' eyes. And because this is a group of strangers, it's really hard to leverage any sort of legitimacy like, oh, we're such and such. Like, we're the, you know, solving fucking hurricanes agency. Like, it's just some random people, often with ridiculous usernames. But the work is very professional. It's very detailed. And those people are hopefully mostly still alive. So it'd be really great for someone to be aware of their existence and maybe save them. I feel like even when I hear myself saying this, there's a sense that somebody's taking care of it. They are not. That everyone is tapped out. That's all there is to it. Like, if we don't work to get these people seen and saved, no one will. We're the ones who know about them. So, um, so you guys saw the map there. Because it's about 100 people. Sorry, they have this whole command thing happening. They're sort of how they're processing information is evolving as it goes on. Yeah, Paisley, that is a fair point. 911's tapped out. Rescue is running on no sleep. I think in the same way we assume that someone is going to take care of it, we think of rescuers as though they're something other than you or I. They're not. They, I hope they're okay. But those are just human beings. Trying, like, anyway. So what's happening right now is people are still going through different threads and collecting tweets from people that are in danger or know of someone in danger. I think it's kind of trending towards that second part now, where people are turning to Twitter to talk about a relative that is stuck. So we go through the hashtags, put them in a form, which is, pull that up. What I had there, bit.ly.com/harveysos. Don't worry about the duplicates because we just weed them out on the back end. So you find someone that has probably a relatively new tweet. If you see a response to it, that's hashtag, like hashtag HarveySOS or something like that. Somebody's already found it, but better safe than sorry. And you fill in as much information as you can. The GPS coordinates are the most important thing, and knowing how many people, and if there's like emergency medical something. I mean, it's all an emergency, but some are like a little more emergent. But the location is obviously the most important thing. You can find that in Google Maps by right-clicking and hitting "What's this?" It'll show you the lat long. So, yeah, like Paisley said, see, there's an update. And you can probably usually just click on someone's profile and be like Control F rescue, like such and such has been rescued. Sorry, I wish this were in like a more logical, clean cut way, but I mean, it's all really messy. It just is. I am trying to find the most recent threads. Feed data too slow. But searching is good. You know what I mean? What else? Today, at 3, I don't know what time zone they're in. They should be doing a conference call with the Cajun Navy again. We have one helicopter pilot who's been going to just save fuckers just off the list. But the Cajun Navy is overwhelmed with calls from people local to the area. So we have like literally one guy. and the people that are surrounding him are probably also feel like a more pressing need. But so that link to the map, the link to the top of this thread, which I will find. Man, BuzzFeed is gonna call. Awesome. There's so much. Okay. This tweet right here is a great place to start. The link that Misha shared this morning, I haven't had a chance to look at it, but that should also be our people. This should be the most, I'm pointing like you can see me pointing to the chat, the most recent statement on what this group effort is. And just to frame that again for you, this is like hundreds of people who have no one else to help them but us. They've already been out there for over a day. You can imagine what exposure to the elements in emergency conditions for just one day might do. Yes, if you have somebody with a boat, I want that info. And I will pass them on to somebody that can say, here, here, and here, go get them. Yeah, so sorry guys, just roll with me here with the organization. So the link that I just put in the chat is the latest information from Harvey Relief. Harvey Rescue, same thing. We're the same group now. And that's where we're at now. For what you can do right now, when I talked about finding data, here is the link for those written instructions. Don't fill out the duty sign up part. If things are moving so quickly, I don't think anyone's adhering to it. If somebody tells you that you're doubling shit, just listen to them and just pick another one. If you look in that spreadsheet, where you see listings and it's red, that's an emergency. And if you scroll all the way over and you see latitude, longitude is missing, go into Google Maps and find that. Fill out the form again with update, the address, and latitude and longitude, because that's what they need to be rescued. Mapping tools. Naomi, they have some people on it. They seem, I think they have it in hand. I think they're struggling with automation right now, but they're just so busy. It's hard to get information. Oh, well, fine, Naomi. So recapping, need to get that thread of info about what this effort is in front of the eyes of rescuers. FEMA, who the fuck ever. Somebody needs to see it because there are people out there stranded. They're depending on us to help them. Because their phones are dead now. You know, we happen to catch their last ditch effort. Let's do something with it. You can input data using the Google Docs spreadsheets I just put in there. It should open up to the instructions page. If not, just tab over to it. What you're doing is using those hashtags or whatever you can think of that you would put if you're like, oh fuck, I'm gonna die now. Let me tweet this thing about where I'm at. You be creative, look for things. If you're not finding new information in those hashtags, there are several accounts that are doing whole threads that I know have recent shit. If I find out what they are, I will tweet them. But you are taking that information of distress calls that you find and putting them into the form. You can update the form with new information, or not update the form, put in a new form to update information that exists on. Oh, cool. Crisis response tool. Am I making sense so far? Is this how am I doing? I'm just gonna ride out that delay. Hopefully somebody will respond. Hey Paisley, can you take on the task of getting this list of stranded people in front of his eyes? Okay, cool. So we've got the link to the spreadsheets in here. I know that it's very confusing. Oh, this is just the duty. So this just has the two forms where it says form links. It's not letting me click on them, but the one that I pasted will work. It's just bit.ly.com/harveysos or whatever the fuck I put. It's in there. Let me find it. Yeah, just harveysos is where you're putting the information from stranded people. We're prioritizing how emergent it is, how many people are, and their coordinates, their latitude, longitude, which you can find in Google Maps. Right click, hit what's this. It'll come up in the bottom center of your screen. A tweet has already been processed. If you see under it some kind of hashtag that says HarveySOS or something like that, that means somebody's on it. You can go back through, get you the link for this. Where is the spreadsheet even at? Internal resources, master rescue. Okay, so where are we at? I'm gonna make sure this is still current, but this spreadsheet, this is where all the information is going. Now this is in read only because we don't want to fuck with it anymore. There's people that are working on the back end to process that information in what way they need. But what is also very important is reporting who's been rescued, because we don't want to waste resources on going to an empty space when there's other lives that can be saved. So if you scroll all the way over to the right in that first page, let me make sure I'm not telling you lies here. You should see a link or source tweet, and right in the beginning you see it says status open resolved, open resolved. You can, if you click on that, like the original tweet that it's from, go through people's timelines, because if you see that there is a lot of retweets on it, there's a decent chance that you're going to scroll through their timeline and see something that says thank you, we've been rescued. And then you just go to the Harvey SOS form. Instead of name, put update, put the house number. It'll make you put city, and then put this person has been rescued, and you put the source link. It's sweet, Paisley. If he does not respond, just let me know what the follow up is on that. They've made a lot of valuable contacts, but like they're trying to work with the Coast Guard, but somebody just reached out to FEMA, and FEMA acted like they were crackpots, and it's like, hold the fucking phone, what? You gave him the wrong answer. But yeah, if you take nothing else away from this, it's get this list of people who are depending on us to live in front of the eyes of the people that can save them. And the explanation for what that is in that Harvey Relief thread, but really just linked to the account makes sense. Group of 100 volunteers picked up SOS tweets and messages from social media. They've been very diligently mapped. They all have coordinates, all this shit. We just need somebody to act who can act. Unless I've missed anything, I am gonna get back to hassling people via email. Are there any questions before I tap out? Love that delay. Okay. See you guys. Hit me up if there's questions. Might be able to answer them.